The great judgment is upon us. The great division is crystal clear. To the awake, welcome, light warrior. To the woke, welcome to the recruitment into your initiation. To the completely asleep, great! Greenhorns aren't MK'd. It'll be easier for you to receive insight and wisdom. This channel is created through peace, love, forgiveness, and compassion. Oh, to the trolls, you're most welcome. It'll be an uncomfortable experience unless you're trolling with the intention to learn something. For the light will always illuminate the dark. Cheers to hoping you'll realize you've been rooting for the wrong team. The great shift is upon us. We're not the same people we once were. The tolerable has become intolerable. The silenced are seeking their truth and finding their voices. Picking and choosing daily battles are no longer choices, but a means to survival. The initiation is about reclaiming the power of our voices, realizing some situations no longer deserve our time, energy, and focus. My name is Sarah, and I will be your host. Happy Manic Monday, everybody. It was so hard. I woke up, I'm like, oh, it's Monday morning. Of course, I wanted to do Manic Monday by the Bangles, because literally when I was running kitchens every Monday, that was the first song I cranked. Just like, yep, you just owned it. It's a Manic Monday. Mondays are just meant to be manic. Anyway, but we're not doing that today. So if you hadn't had a chance to check out the video I did yesterday, well, one of them, which was Dead Flowers by the Rolling Stones, I highly suggest you check it out. It's a great song, powerful meaning. I don't know if you say powerful, but definitely distinctive meaning. So I wasn't sure exactly I have a list of songs I'll be covering. Like, I'll be doing this for the next 50 years. And yes, I do believe we still have lots more years ahead of us. I'm not running that this is the zombie apocalypse and the end of the world is here. The end of the world ends daily as we know it. Don't get wrapped up in the fear porn. Anyway, I'm just getting wrapped up in music because music is real. There we go. Stick to what's real. Okay? Anyway, so after doing Dead Flowers by the Rolling Stones, and the reason why I picked that was because my parents had a very hectic marriage, split up, breakup. It's just kind of just a whole lot of drama. So Dead Flowers, as a kid, my dad would always say, this is your mom's song. This is your mom's song. And I was like, okay, Dad, like, whatever, right? I didn't really, it was like dad venting, and every time, my siblings and I, we know every word, we'll sing it because it was always played. But that's the thing about music. You can hear a song for years or over and over. You can know all the words, you can know how to play it. But then one day you hear it, like you actually hear it. And my dad was the one who like always taught me to read lyrics, and he was always like, did you know this song is about this and that? So for my dad, like now at 41 years old, like going, I understand my dad way better. For my dad to say, Sarah, this song's about your mom, right? It's meant now looking back that he knew those lyrics and he knew exactly why that was his song to my mom. So after doing that video, I kept thinking about my mom, and my parents are both obsessed with music, but my mom was very like hippie-ish, the Beatles, and she was like all about love, right? And my dad was, well, he was the other spectrum. He wasn't the hippie type, he was, he was his friends in the 70s. They called themselves something like the mothers of invention. It was something to do with Frank Zappa, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know a little bit about it. It was like, you had the people that were into one lifestyle, and then you had people like my mom who were like, you make love, not war, right? So how my parents actually, I don't even understand how they procreated, let alone had 4 offspring. But here it goes. My mom's song to my dad, whenever it came on the radio, she wasn't like, this is your dad's song. She was more like, oh, this song reminds me of your dad. If he only knew me, you would think after 30 years he knew me by now. And it was like, okay. So when I hear Simply Red, if you don't know me by now, I always see my mom like, I just don't understand how he doesn't know me after all these years, 4 kids, and blah, 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 blah. So if you were to ask me what song was my mom's song to my father, it was Simply Red, If You Don't Know Me By Now. That's exactly how I feel. The interesting thing is, on my deep dive, I found out that Simply Red didn't even write the song. So I learned something new today, which I love learning. So how about this? Let's go through the lyrics, and then we'll go through a little bit of the history, and then we'll go through what people feel about, like, how this song has affected them, right? So here it goes. If you don't know me by now, sing the song, everybody come on. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Ooh. Now all the things that we've been through, you should understand me like I understand you. Now, girl, I know the difference between right and wrong. I ain't gonna do nothing to upset our happy home. Don't get so excited when I come home a little late at night. You know we only act like children when we argue, fuss, and fight. If you don't know me by now, baby, you will never, never, never know me. No, you won't. Oh, yeah, come on. Oh, if you don't know me, girl, you will never, never, never know me. We've all got our own funny moods. I've got mine. I bet you, woman, you've got yours too. You better trust in me like I trust in you. As long as we've been together, it should be so happy or so easy to do. Just get yourself together, or we might as well say goodbye. What is a good love affair when you can't see eye to eye? If you don't know me, baby, you will never, never, never know me. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. 20 years long we've been together. You will never, never, never know me. Well, you will never, never, never know me. No, you won't. Like, that's pretty powerful if you ask me, right? Okay, so let's go into the history of that song because it's so interesting. Okay, so this song, If You Don't Know Me By Now, it was originally recorded by the Philadelphia soul musical group Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. It became their first hit after being released as a single in September of 1972, which I found very interesting because 72 was, I believe, either the year or the year after Dead Flowers by the Rolling Stones was written and released. Just interesting synchronicity between my parents and the songs that remind them of each other. Considering, if you really look at it, all the red flags were obviously there like 22 years before they finally called it quits. You know, sometimes we really got to watch for those signs in life. We really do. Because our paths are paved, and where we need to go is actually hidden in plain sight, if you want the truth. Anyway, If You Don't Know Me By Now topped the U.S. R&B chart, peaking at number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. This song was originally written for Patti LaBelle, but they never recorded it. So the song's composers, Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, gave it to Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, featuring Teddy Pendergrass as lead vocalist, and the actual background vocals done by producers Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, Carl Helm, and Bunny Singler. In addition to the single's release, the track was included on their debut album, I Miss You. Patti LaBelle later made the song a part of her concert repertoire in 1982. A live version appears on her 1985 album, Patti. For anyone who's interested in checking it out, I highly suggest it. If You Don't Know Me By Now has since been recorded by a number of other artists, most notably the English pop and soul band Simply Red, who took their version to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1989. Released on March 27th of 1989, If You Don't Know Me By Now was chosen as one of the songs of the century by the RIAA. Simply Red's version of If You Don't Know Me By Now was a major commercial success on the charts in 1989, giving the band their second U.S. number 1 and peaking number 38 on the Hot Rhythm and Blues Hip Hop songs chart. Simply Red's rendition also won the Grammy Award for the Best R&B Song of 1989. The track was also number one in Australia and New Zealand. It was literally the best-selling single of 1989 globally. It reached number 2 in the UK, becoming the band's second top 10 hit after the reissue of Holding Back the Years in 1986, which also reached number 2. Producer Stuart Levine didn't want too much orchestration on the record and went with a 2-part harmony instead of a 3-part harmony. Mick Hucknall admitted he loved the Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes version, stating he danced to their music when he was 13 years old. Oh, that's cute. That's awesome to be able to cover somebody you idolize and like nail it. What an honor, right? So Simply Red is a British soul and pop band, and they were formed in Manchester in 1985. The lead vocalist of the band is singer and songwriter Mick Hucknall, who, by the time the band initially disbanded in 2010, he was the only original member left. So the lead singer of Simply Red died from a massive heart attack, and Mick Hucknall quoted, "It was all very sudden and maybe best for him. I saw him for the final time the week before he died. The last thing I told him was how much I loved him." End quote. Okay, so let's go on to how this song has like affected people. Because it has. This song is I think every broken-hearted girl. Sorry about sorry about that. Every broken-hearted girl, I think, has sang to this song and has feelings about this song. I think it speaks to women, if you ask me. But I'm just trying to get back to where I was. I'm going to pause you for a minute here. Okay, so here's some comments. Someone said, I don't know, this song was just playing when I was fooling around with this guy, and now it just kind of sticks with me. Another person said, heard this song on the radio today and wondered if a cunning linguist out there could tell me who originally wrote this song. And yes, I can tell you that originally it was recorded by the Philadelphia soul musical group Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. So I can answer that for you. Yay! Says the song's about, and it said, quote, been at it for a while. If she still don't know him, then in not having sex, he's given up. Yeah, okay, that's. See, like some of these, I just don't understand why. I don't know. I guess I appreciate, some heartfelt comments, right? So there we go. We're gonna find some because I had it all organized, and then don't know what happened. There we go. Okay, there we go. So let's go here. Okay, this is where I was. Someone said, Simply Red rocks. Who agrees? Well, I agree. Somebody else said, this is what music is all about. Passion and great lyrics. No naked girls. Only one man with all of his heart. I agree. And him in his suit, it's a super romantic song. And I love his curly hair, his ginger curly hair. Someone said, I'm 41 and remember this song on the radio as a kid. Damn, the passion in his voice still echoes in my heart today. Damn, this is great music. Oh, 100% agreed. This song is so good. Like, as soon as I'm done this, I'm cranking it. Someone else said, this is one of the best written love songs of all time. Also, Mick, the lead singer, has one of the smoothest voices I've ever heard. A classic that will forever live on. Yeah, for sure. 3 decades later, and this man's voice is still as vibrant as it was back then. Someone said, sometimes music needs to travel through the ages to find the right time to touch your soul. Thanks for catching up to me. That's a fantastic comment. I grew up with Simply Red, forced upon me during car journeys, but now I'm turning 30, willingly listen and love it, and now forcing Simply Red upon my own children. Right? Ah, that's funny. That's funny. It said somebody said that's the way good music passes on. If a song can carry through generations, then that's impressive work, right? It's our responsibility to pass on this good music because we had so much amazing music before the whole technology, computer animated, voice changing bullshit came in. Like, we can't lose the art of music, and it's our responsibility to rebirth it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this channel's about. Rebirthing authentic, artistic, musical talent that's raw and comes from a place of experience. Yeah. Sorry. I love music. Someone said, laugh out loud, same here. I'm 32 and I'm playing Simply Red for my 2-month-old baby girl. Can't beat those classics. Right on, brother. Oh, yeah. At the beginning of the 90s, I used to watch Video Fairground on MTV. I remember MTV. Quite often. Although I was young, I didn't really like those years, nor I didn't appreciate this song at the time. But now, decades later, Simply Red became my lifestyle. This is the music I live with. All the best. Moscow, Russia. Right on. Someone said, it used to happen to me too. My oldest brother is 8 years older than me, and we are both millennials. But he used to force a lot... Sorry. But he used to force a lot of older soul music on me. At the time, I didn't always appreciate it, but by the time I was in middle school, I began to appreciate it. That's right. Music grows on us. And that's the thing. We connect to music through emotions. So the more life experience we have, the more we connect to music, right? And somebody else said, this is actually my life. Somebody else said, too funny, I'm 48 and my oldest likes some 80s music. Oh, 80s is awesome. Like, it's all, even classical. Like, really, I love all music up until now. I'm just done with the computer crap. It hurts my ears. I have constant headaches from this. Even movies. I don't even really watch movies anymore. It's all this green screen stuff. Like, I like the old stuff where they actually shot on location, you know. People have bad teeth. Like, nobody had perfect teeth. Now perfect teeth isn't even good looking no more. I was born with perfect teeth. I was, like, blessed, right? But that's what I like about the old movies. People had crooked teeth. They had stains on their teeth. They were real. Now everybody walks around with plastic teeth, or that's what it looks. I mean, looks like everybody just shoved a bunch of chiclets in their mouth and called it, you know, a $30,000 dental job. Anyway, back to the music. Somebody said, everything that ties us to our families is such a good thing. I love this song. Somebody said, I can relate a lot to this. What else? Someone said, I heard it when it was brand new and it's still with me. Great music stays with you forever. Yeah, if you haven't heard this rendition, Simply Red's If You Don't Know Me By Now, seriously, stop what you're doing and go crank it. Crank it, crank it, crank it. And you're allowed to cry. Oh, you'll cry. And you're allowed to think about somebody you're not with, because that's what this song does. It does. It's like that. That huge heartbreak. It's that heartbreak song that, you know, and where they say that the first cut goes the deepest. Yeah, that's this song. That is hard. Okay, so that one was interesting. Someone said, just love it. This music will never die. Someone else said, I would like to share this beautiful song with my mother, who passed away a year and a half ago. We were emotionally connected with each other. She was a beautiful and wise woman who deserved to live. I love you, dear mother, your beloved son. You know what? I feel you, because to me, this song I dedicate to my mom. Because whenever it comes on, I see her face. I see her sad. I see her feeling not validated, not understood. I feel like someone who feels like they lost so many years of their life, right? Because she was 15 when she got with my dad, and I think she was 39 when they finally divorced. So That's a long time. That's a long time. That's a big chunk. That's your growing years, right? So to be with somebody from 15 to basically 40 and then split up, who are you at that point without that person? You don't really know life without that person. Really, really interesting. Someone said Fritz McIntyre is a tenor voice playing the piano. His contribution to this song is definitely outstanding and more than noteworthy. Love the harmony of their voices. Yeah. Really a great cover by Simply Red, but for me, nothing beats the original by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. You know what? I honestly, up until I started this dive, I didn't even know that it was a cover. So I really want to listen to that version. So think about, you guys, everybody, the original version of If You Don't Know Me By Now was done by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. So check it out. It says this song soothes my pain, caresses my heart, and touches my soul. A pleasant sweetness. We have a lot of poets out there. There's a lot of Spanish comments, so I think this really hit hard in, with the Spanish community. Someone said Simply Red was simply awesome. So much power and soul in his voice. Great song. Someone else said beautiful song, great rendition, a song for the ages. Pulls it out of your soul. Someone else said I will always love this song. It's so passionate, romantic. It makes me feel happy and calm. Old music is my shit. Somebody said my shit to oldies but goodies. Someone else said I've been a drummer for a really long time and I refuse to play music that doesn't run along the lines of If You Don't Know Me By Now. Okay, where's more? Someone said, Lord have mercy, this man's got soul. Well, he definitely sings with soul, but you got to remember the original writer, right? The original writer, he had soul to write this kind of song, you know? I think everybody can relate. Like, you know, if you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. And I think of my mom, like from 15 to 39, if my dad didn't know her within all those years, she knew he was never going to know her. Like, fine, if you don't know me by now, you're never going to know me. And that this song is like my mom picked the most suitable song for how she felt. It makes so much sense to me. And somebody else said, there are no songs like this anymore. What a voice, right? I miss good music like this. Someone said, who grew up on this? Gotta love it. Old school. I grew up on it. Someone else said, one of the few cover songs that I feel is better than the original. I like the original by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, but this has just so much feeling in it. Great job. Someone else said, this is one of those rare covers that can stand up to the original and stand on its own as well. I've always loved this version of this song. Well, I always did too, because I thought it was the original until today. Someone said, I agree with you. Someone else said, well said. I feel the same. Someone else said, well said, very true. I 100% agree. This version, he sings this song with so much feeling. He can make you feel the world's with him as he sings this song. Great voice. Yeah, he takes you along into his heartache. Someone says this is the original. No, sorry, it's not. I take him. I don't know. People are just fighting now about. People are fighting about who is the original writer. Okay, you guys, like, I don't know why people are fighting about this stuff, because we know the original is Melvin and the Blue Notes, period. Okay, so we don't, no, there's no point in people arguing. Why do people argue? Why? Yeah. This is a great song. I'm just trying to find. I have a whole bunch of comments that are in Spanish, so I'm not going to read those because I would make a fool out of myself trying. So somebody put passionate and so full of love. Awesome song, timeless. Someone wrote, if he doesn't know me after all of these years, then he's not worth my time. And that was exactly how my mom felt. That's exactly what that person said. If he doesn't know me after all these years, I'm done. Someone put, true love makes you feel like old music. Old music is running through my veins and I get an adrenaline rush. This is one of, what did somebody say? This one of very, very few covers of older songs that is a good or maybe even better than the original. Well, I can't agree because I haven't listened to the original, but I know I love Simply Red's version. Someone also put awesome song, romantic and thought-provoking, love dancing cheek to cheek to this song. Love the lyric. Yeah, it's good. One of the most sensual voices of his generation. The first time I heard it, I remember being so astonished at the sincere emotional hurt. I couldn't do anything but watch. That's why I thought he wrote it, because I remember watching Much Music, and this song was always on the video, and the way he sang it with such conviction, I thought, wow, this guy's been hurt. I would have, like, that's what made it so, learning that he didn't write it, and this was a cover, almost makes it that much better for me because of how much he connected to it, right? But then he said he was dancing to it since he was 13, so you think of a little 13-year-old in a mirror pretending, and then one day actually performing it. That, maybe that's why there was like such a raw connection. Someone said, gives me chills just hearing him sing. What a voice. Fabulous song. This is music to my ears. Nothing like good old classic music. Someone said, my dad loved this song. Rest in peace, Dad. I love you. Yeah. I always liked listening to Simply Red. Great voice and good music. Memories from the 80s. I have his CD somewhere. Bought it just for this song. We all got our own funny moods. Thank heaven so many people still know what sensible good music still sounds like. Thanks, Simply Red. Yeah, right? And someone said, oh, those were the days when music was worth listening to. Better times. See? I'm not the only one that says we gotta bring back good music. Come on, people. I know I have a lot of people that I know that are amazing musicians, and guess what? They're all feeling it. Everybody's like with this whole whatever, little break in the whole world right now with the pandemic. Like the true artists are making really good music right now because when all this is over, it's going to be like musical festival revival, and I'm so excited. We need to bring back that, like, a new Woodstock. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pumped. But if you build it, they will come. Like in Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. We need to build music festivals. Let's all, let's just consciously make it happen, right? I need music, I need live music, and I need good music. Someone said, so right, all we have now are a bunch of crap. Every time a star passes away, none are replaced. Right? So true. Someone else said, yes, the best times and the best melodies, 100%. They don't make songs like this anymore. Songs back then had meaning. And then someone said, it's not all bad. Yeah. Someone says, when you love this song, you'll never go wrong in life. This is bliss. Someone else said, pure heaven is what I think of listening to Simply Red's voice. Simply perfect. At least to me, he was. It's what I heard. He belted out nothing but perfection. Amazing perfection. Yeah, his voice was just the voice of an angel. Someone said, I absolutely love this song. Somebody else said, one of the best songs ever written. Still gives me chills. Someone else said, I have played in bands for over 30 years. This has always been one of my favorite songs to sing and play. So wonderful. I love it so much. I love this song and this man. He got so much soul. Love his music. Someone else says, there was a slow waltz version of this song back then at my dancing lessons. Still so great. Love this, growing up and listening to this with my parents. Love this song, has so many memories. The kind of song that makes your stomach turn for a second when it first hits. The rush of memories and feelings. See, music, I told you that. It's like time capsules. It holds memories. The background singers are also amazing. Yeah, the band was incredible. Someone said one of my all-time favorites. Truly a classic song. Love this song. He sounds great. Never get tired of listening to this. Someone else said, Lord, I used to really enjoy this version as well as the original. But I wonder where are they now? But this brings back great memories. Well, there's only, who was it? Mick Hucknall, as of 2010, was the only original singer left. And the lead singer died from a massive heart attack. What was it? I can't remember when. But yeah, that's what happened to them. Someone says, still brings back childhood memories, riding around with my mom singing. It's now 2018. Well, it's now 2020, but this was from then. And it reminds me of my mom, too. See, everybody's moms. Yeah. You know, that was the end of the 80s and the 90s was like the beginning of divorces being trendy. And it makes sense that so many people have memories of listening to this with their moms, right? I find that an interesting connection. Someone said, what a unique voice, and this song is timeless. I'm listening to it with my children, and my children are listening to it, and my grandchildren will be listening to it as well. Yeah. Someone said, for those wondering, the musicians are lead vocalist Mick Hucknall, backing vocalist Stephanie Spurl, guitarist Heater Pereira, bassist Tony Bowers, drummer Chris Joyce, percussionist Lenny Castro, keyboardist, backing vocals Fritz McIntyre, synthesizer programmers Eric Hansen and Larry Williams, trumpeter, keyboardist Tim Kellett, and saxophonist Ian Kirkham. Nice! Thanks for all the info. That's awesome. I think that's great. There you go, everybody. Somebody said, this is a great rendition of a great song. I love this as much as the original. Amazing. Someone else said, one of the best male voices of all times. I'm telling you, if you haven't listened to Simply Red, you really need to listen to them. Check them out. Doesn't hurt. Take like 4 minutes of your life to check this song out. It's awesome. Someone else said, great voice on the little guy. Yeah, he was short. I actually like this version better than the original. Someone else said, this song has so much memories for me. I love it. Incredible song. Fond memories connected. Someone said, if you don't know me by now, I love it. Well, because, like, how many people have felt that way? Someone said, this is a great song and version from Simply Red. The original by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes from the 70s is great too. But Mick Hucknall's voice on this version is simply stellar. I feel so much at peace listening to this. I saw them in concert a few times in England in the early 90s, most notable at Wembley Arena in 1991. So maybe go Google or YouTube Simply Red Wembley Arena 1991 in England. Yeah, maybe you'll be able to check out what it. Yeah, okay. England, Wembley Arena, 1991. Simply Red. YouTube it. You'll find something. And see, this guy is apparently saying it was an incredible concert. The boys in the band are first-class musicians too. I share your sentiments. Enjoy. Cheers, Sam. Someone else said, got to be the best remake I've ever heard. Just puts chills down my spine. Someone else said, memories are made of this song. Brilliant, love it. Awesome songwriting, feel, and expression as well. The way it was sung, priceless. Music in the 80s with the chord progression had feeling and meaning. Yes, there was so much more feeling and meaning, right? Someone said, I couldn't have said it better. It's like they don't write like this anymore. Still great nonetheless. The music is from the 60s and still rocking the world. But yes, great music. The best music of its era. There is no music this generation that compares to this music. No, there's not. There's not. Like, it's almost an embarrassment when you look at what's like running the world right now for music. It's an embarrassment when you look at the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 30s, the 20s. Like, there was so much more talent. Now, it's just a mold, right? It's like, okay, if you're this height and this weight and you look like this, we can change your voice in any single way and we'll make you famous. I mean, really, it used to be about impressing adults. And now the music industry is just about impressing kids and like mind controlling them and telling them, you're going to look like this, you're going to act like this. If you don't be like this, you're not cool. Like, music's for kids now. Tricks are for kids, right? And that's why the music industry is dying, because it's not speaking to us age people. And us people that are older listen to the music nowadays and we're like, there's no substance, there's no soul, there's no feeling. They don't even write their own crap, right? Like, you guys, that's what's happening. We gotta revive music. We gotta bring the good stuff back. And my brother is a phenomenal musician and he's working on that, and we're keeping it old school. Like, stick with your own voice, stick with your own talents. Don't be editing and cutting this and that in with all your electronical bullshit. Because what happens when you have no power? You can't play. If you're a true musician and the power goes, you pull out the drum set, you pull out the guitar, you got a powerful enough voice, you don't need a microphone. But if all you have is a bunch of electronics, like, standing in as your talent, then when you have no power, you have no talent. It's just that simple. But then I wasn't raised in I grew up before technology took over the world. So you try and explain that to any 20, 25-year-old and younger nowadays, they're like, huh? I'm an artist, but I do my art on an iPad with an app. It's like, that's not art. Sorry. Art is a pencil and a piece of paper and no eraser. And that's art. Yeah, there's we're raising these generations to be monkeys, just, no talent, no emotion, no nothing. I can't believe people are calling themselves artists on iPads. That's a joke. That's a total joke. And then they're going to try and publish this as their art. No, it's computer generated. And when we were kids, we had this thing called the Etch-a-Sketch. And it was a joke. We would draw on it, and it was I think it had magnets and stuff, and you erased it, right? And that's the new iPad. Except for we weren't able to save all our doodles, right? And the Etch-a-Sketch wasn't making us look like we were better than we were. Anyway, times are changing. Someone says, in 1989, I was 11 years old, and I love this song. Makes me cry every time I hear it. This deep song can carry you up to another soulful level. Yeah. So when you need to cry, when you feel that built up emotional tension and you just need to cry, put this song on. Sometimes we just need to release our emotions. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Okay, I'll just put one more. This will always remind me of my dad after a long, hard day at work. Love it. Timeless classic. Song never gets tired of listening. Thanks for this song. Okay, no, I gotta shut her down because I'll just keep going and going. This song's fantastic. It's really addictive, reviewing how they've been touched by music and what it means to them. I literally could do these videos forever and ever and ever. So let's just go through the lyrics one last time, and that way, I can leave you with that, and you'll go and YouTube it and listen to it and crank it up and cry. Cry. This is your time to cry and get it all out. Whoever broke your heart, put this song on. Allow yourself to venture back into, let your mind drift off into memory bliss and have a good cry and deal with things. Deal with things. If you still have those feelings from 20 years ago, You need to deal with them. They're not dealt with, because when you deal with stuff, the feelings are replaced with good feelings, right? So just deal with your life, would ya? Here's the lyrics. If you don't know me by now. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never know me. Now, all the things that we've been through, you should understand me like I understand you. Now, girl, I know the difference between right and wrong. I ain't gonna do nothing to upset our happy home. Don't get so excited when I come home a little late at night. You know we only act like children when we argue, fuss, and fight. If you don't know me by now, baby, you will never, never know me. No, you won't. Oh, if you don't know me, girl, you will never, never know me. We've all got our own funny moods. I've got mine. I bet you, woman, you've got yours too. You better trust in me like I trust in you. As long as we've been together, it should be so easy to do. Just get yourself together, or we might as well say goodbye. What good is a love affair when you can't see eye to eye? If you don't know me, baby, you will never, never know me. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. 20 years we've been together. You will never, never, never know me. Oh, well, you will never, never, never know me. No, you won't. And that's that. Mom, I love you. I dedicate this song to you, and I understand. Dad, I understand you through the Rolling Stones and Dead Flowers. Mom, I understand you through, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, if you don't know me by now, but I understand you more through Simply Red's rendition. Marriages aren't easy, and I forgive both you, Mom, and I forgive you, Dad. I understand now, as I'm in my 40s, it's not easy, because look at that. I'm not with my son's father, right? So, I don't know. It is what it is. But I do understand you guys better through music. That's the whole point to this, right? So everybody, oh, look at that. I got a cat that wants in. What do you want, Gnarly? Okay, we'll let Gnarly in. But anyway, I hope everybody has an awesome, awesome Monday. Hopefully it's not too manic. And please remember, exercise peace, love, forgiveness, and compassion towards everyone you come in contact with in every situation that may arise. And don't be so quick to jump and react and get snappy. Life's too short. Too short. Slow down, calm down. And you know what? Give yourself permission to cry. If you have a broken heart, you're allowed to be sad. But you're not allowed to be sad forever. That's the thing. Just give yourself the time. And if you need to, crank on Simply Red if you don't know me by now. And then you remind yourself why you're not with that person anymore. Love you, Mom. It's all good. People, please spread the good music on to the next generations. We can't let this beautiful masterpieces of art get lost in time, right? All right. If anybody has a song or a story related to a song that you'd like me to share, you can either leave it in the comment section or in the description box. I have my email address, which is sarahzago80@gmail.com. I love to hear how music affects you. It sure affects my life. Take care. Keep spreading your light, spreading your love. Help people that need help. Don't turn a blind eye when you see someone struggling. It's our responsibility. We're one universal family. We're here to act like one. All right. Ciao. Ta-ta for now. Love ya. Bye.